Fuzzy,
fuzzy, fuzzy tales in the evening.
Down at the shop,
gather round friends.
Crawl, fly, and hop.
Chinchilla, Cinderella, royal rabbits and dogs. Lizards who are wizards and fish who sing songs. That's a fuzzy tale.
A fuzzy tale.
You're not bad. What song are you singing?
It's the Puppy National Anthem. I feel really proud to be a puppy.
Singing is a great way to express how you feel. Today, I'm going to tell you a story about a farmer who loved to sing, but had a little trouble finding the right words. It's called Old Macdonald Sings a Song, and it's going to star Bernard as Farmer Macdonald, and the rest of us as the animals on his farm. Once upon a time, Old Macdonald had a great big farm, and on his farm, there were many different kinds of animals. All were welcome here.
Hello, buddies! Hello, puppies! Good day, ducks! Why, you're looking as yellow as the sunshine today! Say, would anyone like to hear a song?
Yes, please! You see, Old Macdonald wasn't just an ordinary farmer. He loved to yodel while he worked.
Yodel-y-I, yodel-y-I, yodel-o.
One day, after a long day of yodeling and working on the farm, Farmer Macdonald received a very special invitation.
I've been chosen to sing at this year's country fair! Oh boy, imagine me singing again on the stage!
But it had been a really long time since Farmer Macdonald had performed for anyone other than his animals.
That's great, Farmer Macdonald.
What song are you going to yodel?
This is such a special honor, I'm going to write a new song! Now let's see, what shall it be about?
How about submarines?
Ooh! Race cars?
Ooh, how about your farm? You love being a farmer.
That's right! You should always sing about what you love. And what do I love more than yodeling and my farm?
So Farmer Macdonald began working on his new song.
Old MacDonald had a farm, yodel-y-I, yodel-y-I, yodel-o.
But he was having some trouble.
And on the farm he had a hay bale. He had a tractor, a shovel. Oh, I don't know what to sing next.
Old Macdonald tried and tried all day, but he just couldn't find the right words.
Oh, poor old Macdonald. There must be some way for us to help. But what should we do? Oh, why don't we finish his song for him? Yeah, that's a great idea.
Why didn't I think of that?
But there was just one little problem.
But we don't know how to sing. I only know how to quack.
And I only know how to squawk.
And I only know how to bark. But I am pretty good if I do say so myself.
The animals didn't know how to sing, let alone write a hit song. They knew there wasn't much they could do to help their friend. The next day, Farmer Macdonald took to the stage. Hit song or not, he was ready to perform.
Old MacDonald had a farm, yodel-y-I, yodel-y-I, yodel-o. And on this farm he had a
duck.
And to his surprise, his friends began to join him.
yodel-y-I, yodel-y-I, yodel-o.
With a quack, quack here,
And a bark here.
here a quack there.
Everywhere, squawk, squawk.
Old MacDonald had a farm, yodel-y-I, yodel-y-I, yodel-o. You all were great! Your barnyard sounds have always been music to my ears.
Farmer Macdonald had a hit once again, and he had no choice but to record a brand new yodeling album, featuring his new backup singers, of course. The end.
Aw, who knew we'd make such sweet music together?
Hey, maybe we should write a song about something we love. The pet shop.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3.
Squawk, quack,
fuzzy,
Fuzzy tales in the evening.
Down at the shop,
Gather round, friends.
crawl, fly, and hop.
Chinchilla, Cinderella, royal rabbits and dogs. Lizards who are wizards and fish who sing songs. That's a fuzzy tale.
Fuzzy tail.
Gertie, can we please hear a story about Halloween? Pretty, please.
Well, I was planning on telling you the tale of Peter Rabbit, but
Maybe it should be called The Spooky Tale of Peter Rabbit instead.
Oh, boy, that sounds fun.
Marvelous. Oh, it won't be too spooky, will it, Gertie?
of course not. Halloween is all about having fun, not being scared.
Instead of Peter Rabbit, can it be Patricia Rabbit? I do already have the costume.
Sure. Today's fuzzy tale will now be called The Spooky Tale of Patricia Rabbit, starring Ramona as Patricia Rabbit, Gilbert as Peter Pumpkin Seed Eater, and Bernard as Mr. McGregor.
Yes!
Everyone ready? Let's begin. Once upon a time, there was a fuzzy bunny named Patricia Rabbit who had a very spooky surprise for her friend Peter Pumpkin Seed Eater.
Boo! What was that for, Patricia Rabbit? Peter Pumpkin Seed Eater? Don't you remember what day it is today?
It's Halloween!
Patricia Rabbit loved Halloween, and her favorite part was picking the best, most perfect pumpkin she could find.
And I know just where we'll find one. Come on, let's go to Mr. McGregor's pumpkin patch.
So Peter Pumpkin Seed Eater and Patricia Rabbit waddled and hopped all the way to Mr. McGregor's pumpkin patch. But when they got there, they were in for a shock.
It's closed. Why would Mr. McGregor close his pumpkin patch on Halloween Day?
Oh, no!
This was very curious indeed. So Patricia Rabbit and Peter Pumpkin Seed Eater snuck under Mr. McGregor's gate to take a look.
Shoo! Shoo, crows! Please, shoo!
We're not crows, Mr. McGregor. I'm a rabbit. And I'm a duck.
Oh, goodness! It's just you, Patricia Rabbit and Peter Pumpkin Seed Eater. I thought you were crows. I must apologize. Unfortunately, my pumpkin patch is closed until further notice.
Mr. McGregor, you can't close your pumpkin patch. It's Halloween. Yeah, and Halloween just wouldn't be the same without your pumpkins. And the delicious seeds inside.
It's all the crows you see. They're eating my pumpkins. And at this rate, there won't be any left at all. I guess I'm just not spooky enough to scare them away.
Mr. McGregor was right. He wasn't very spooky at all. In fact, he was really rather nice.
We've got to help Patricia Rabbit. Maybe we should try to scare the crows away ourselves. Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Boo!
It turned out Peter Pumpkin Seed Eater and Patricia Rabbit weren't very spooky either. The crows didn't budge. They were going to have to try harder if they wanted to scare them away.
What if we tried to tell the crows a spooky story? But I don't know any spooky stories. That doesn't matter. All you have to do is talk like this. Okay, let me try. How about like this?
Scaring crows away was tougher than they thought. They were going to need their spookiest idea yet.
Our Halloween costumes. That's it.
So they hopped and waddled all the way back home.
Which costume should we use? A ghost? A cowboy? A kitty cat?
All of them!
Now that's a scarecrow.
They had combined all of their Halloween costumes to make the spookiest, most Halloweeny scarecrow Mr. McGregor's pumpkin patch had ever seen. And sure enough, there wasn't a crow in sight.
You did it! The crows! They're all gone!
And just in time for my snack.
Patricia Rabbit and Peter Pumpkin Seed Eater had helped play a Halloween trick on the crows. But the real treat was knowing that with their help, the gates of Mr. McGregor's pumpkin patch would never have to be closed on Halloween again. The end.
Awesome story, Gertie.
That wasn't scary at all. Halloween is lots of fun. Boo!
Happy Halloween, everyone!
Fuzzy
tales in the evening.
down at the shop.
Gather round, friends.
Crawl, fly, and hop.
Chinchilla, Cinderella, royal rabbits and dogs. Lizards who are wizards and fish who sing songs. That's a fuzzy tale.
Fuzzy tale.
You have to talk slow, like this.
Okay, let me try. I am now talking slow, like this.
What are you two doing over there?
I'm teaching Nibbles how to talk like a robot.
Gertie, do you have any fuzzy tales about robots? I could really use the practice.
Well, today I was going to tell you all a story about a puppet named Pinocchio. But maybe I'll change it from a puppet to a robot instead.
Can I be Pupocchio? A super advanced robot puppy from space?
That's awesome.
All right, today's story will now be called Pupocchio. And it will star Mr. Gerbil as Gerpetto, Dilbert as Ducktron, Willa as Chinchilla Bot, and of course Nibbles as Pupocchio. Everyone ready?
Yes.
Let's blast off. Once upon a time, on a planet far, far away, there lived a gerbil named Gerpetto who loved to build robots.
I call them fuzzy bots. This is Ducktron.
Beep, quack, bop.
And this is Chinchilla Bot.
Beep, beep, bop, beep, beep, beep.
Today, Gerpetto was busy working on his latest creation, a robo-puppy he named Pupocchio.
The Pupocchio 3000 to be exact. Once Gerpetto finishes putting me together, I'll get to be a real robot.
The only problem was that Gerpetto didn't have the parts he needed to finish the job.
Robot parts are very hard to find. You have to get them from strange, faraway planets. And I'm getting way too old for that kind of adventure.
Perhaps Chinchilla Bot and I could be of some service. We could travel across the galaxy and gather the robot parts you need.
Gerpetto was a little nervous about letting his two precious fuzzy bots go so far away from home.
You must promise to be careful. Who knows what you'll come across way out there in space.
The two fuzzy bots were certainly up for the challenge.
3, 2, 1, blast off! Wow, this is amazing!
First, they headed to Hippity Hop, a planet full of furry, rapping bunny rabbits.
My name is Ramona and I'm here to say we're really cute and cuddly and we like to play. Huh!
Then, they landed on planet Furball, home to some very squeaky hamsters.
I can speak over 300 different languages. I will communicate for us. Squeak, 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 squeak. Squeak, squeaky, squeak, squeak, squeaky, squeak, squeak.
And lastly, the fuzzy bots made a stop on planet Scratchpost. There weren't any robot parts there. They just really, really liked kittens.
My cuteness defense mechanism is malfunctioning. We must get back to our home planet. Pupocchio needs us.
After a very long journey, the fuzzy bots had collected all of the parts Gerpetto needed, and they arrived home, safe and sound.
Okay, just one more spring and that should do it.
Wow, you guys did it. I'm a real robot now.
Excitement, excitement. Engaging playtime with Pupocchio.
But something wasn't quite right. Pupocchio didn't seem very playful.
Perhaps he has been programmed incorrectly.
Well, I did design Pupocchio to act just like a real puppy. So, if you want to get him to play with you, I guess you have to get him in a playful mood.
One way to activate a puppy's playful function is to rub its belly in a circular motion, commencing rubbing of the belly.
That tickles. Playtime activated.
And with that, the fuzzy bots got to play with a new robo-puppy and everyone lived
Happily ever after.
That story was out of this world.
Great robot voices, everyone.
But Gertie, we haven't heard you do a robot voice yet.
Yeah,
Come on,
Gertie,
Gertie,
do
you
a
do it.
robot
I know it.
Okay, here I go. And that's our fuzzy tale for today.
Da, 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 da.